Hello and welcome. We are back playing some franchise mode. Just a second. Hello and welcome. We are playing franchise mode. If you missed the first episode or the live stream yesterday, we are in the very first season. I went through in the last episode / live stream, and I did the expansion draft and the first draft, and signed all my players, made a bunch of trades. I will show you my current team. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Trust me, I know what I'm doing. As you can see, they're all 77 and 76 overalls, and there's a reason for that. Bloom, bloom, bloom. And my goalies, my starting goalie is a 59 overall. My backup is a 66. The reason I'm doing this is to tank for as long as possible so I can just keep getting really good draft picks. Really high overall picks. In the previous franchise, I didn't record the first franchise that I started up on this. I just wanted to tinker around with it, see what's changed. But I ended up with the first overall pick 4 years in a row to start off with. And I ended up getting 4 franchise players. This past draft, unfortunately, I ended up with the third instead of the first, but it's okay because there wasn't a franchise player. Normally, if there's a franchise player, I'll try to trade up and get that pick. But with all 77 overalls right now, there's not really much I can do besides trade away extra draft picks to get that pick. So, now I have done this before and had it backfire on me, and for some reason my team did like really well and we made it to, I want to say, the conference finals with all 70 overalls, like between 70 and 80 overall. But when that happened, it actually worked out because a couple of the players that I had, their trade value jumped tremendously. Their overalls didn't really change that much, but they went from basically no trade value to I was trading them guys for first round picks. I haven't seen that yet in this game. Like I said, I've only played one other franchise besides this one. That would be my dog outside barking. Gotta let her in. Let's see here. Alright. So, also, I turned off the owner because for some reason this year, the owner, like repairing your stuff and upgrading your stuff, is completely broken. They do not give you enough money to do either one. You can either do like one upgrade and then repair everything once and then you're out of money for the entire season, or you can repair almost everything twice, but you can't upgrade anything. So it doesn't matter. At the end of the year, all your stuff is still in the red, and then you have to spend 3/4 of your budget the next season to repair everything. So it's not worth it. Give me 2 seconds to let my dog in. Come on. Let's go. Please, no barking. No barking, I'm recording, okay? Alright. So, we're just going to get right into it here. I don't have to worry about repairing anything or any contracts or anything like that. Just going to go right to the end of the season. Now, you can't really pay attention to the preseason at all because, I mean, I've done really good in the preseason and then completely crap in the regular season, and I've done completely crap in the completely crap in the preseason and done really well in the regular season. So, Don't ever pay attention to that. I never looked at my scouts, so we're going to have to do this. I will show you what I do with my scouts. Okay, so you see I have 2 in the SHL. I don't need that. The only ones that you need multiple scouts in is the CHL. So what I'm going to do, no scouts there, even though there's not a lot of players. Later on in seasons, there's going to be more players in that area, so. Okay. As you can see, I only have 1 in Europe, so I need to get 3 more in Europe. Got 2 in the Q, 2 in the O, 2 in the W. So that's good. Hopefully this guy is good somewhere in the USA Central. Okay. You have to eat your food so loud. Sorry if you can hear that in the background. That is my dog devouring her bowl of food. And I need east, so we'll move this guy over to the east. He's an A- there, so that's good. And then I don't ever run with any in the AHL or the NHL. There's no point. They're already, you know what players you're going to get. You don't need to scout them. Besides, you're not going to draft a player that's already been drafted. Now what we need to do is go into here. Europe. As you can see, there's only 1 C in Europe right now. But he should be, yeah. Alright, so he's good in the NLA and ice. If they're anything under an A, I don't use them in whatever region. So like I would not use this guy in Dell or Extraliga. So what I'm going to do is get him. And I could go with some of the C minuses, but see, like that one's not terrible. They're mostly all C's. That one's actually got a B minus, but there's so many C minuses that he's not even worth getting. Yeah, then you get down into that and they're just not worth it. So we'll see. Russia usually, yeah, see, like he's an A+ in ice. I can use him in Dell, ice, Russia, or the rest of the world. So we'll get this guy. We'll look at, alright. What you really want is to try to get the highest overall in scout efficiency, prospect discovery, and this year X Factor attribute. I won't really worry about that as much. It's mostly scout efficiency and prospect discovery. Scout efficiency is going to be how fast they can scout a player. Prospect discovery, obviously, how well they are at finding prospects. So, we'll get this guy. We'll go back up and look at this dude. I can use him in ice. See, look, he's a Russian player, or a Russian scout, but he's only a B overall in Russia. I don't ever understand that. Don't make no sense. I think if you get a scout from that region, he should always be an A or better. At least an A-. Like, come on. Why are you going to give him a B? We'll use this guy in ice, though. Take a look at Zadorov here. I could use him as a second in Russia. And if all else fails and you can't find anyone for Europe in Europe or Russia, go to Nordic. Because occasionally, like that guy's an A in Dell and an A in Russia. and all A's in Nordic. So we already have a guy in the NLA. I believe it's just Extra Liga that I need, which would be that guy right there. But he's a C minus. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hold off a season. Take a peek at our coaches here. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about not being able to do the budgets is usually I blast it off for the coach budget and the scout budget, so that way I can sign the best scouts and the best coaches that I can. I've had, in previous franchise modes, I've had the head coach be an A+, the assistant and associate both A's, and a B+ for a goalie coach in the NHL. I had a lot of money invested in them, but it's possible to do. This year, it's very hard to do that. You're lucky if you can get 2 A overalls. Basically, you're running maybe 1 A and then all B's like this. As you can see, the NHL goalie coach is a D-. I don't like that one bit, but we'll keep him at least until his contract's ended, because I don't feel like messing with the coaches right now. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now we gotta back out of our sim real quick. Go to the scouts. Go to assign scout. Okay. We're gonna keep that guy in Russia. Put him in Dell. Some people don't really use scouts in Europe, but I find sometimes that's where the most franchise players come from, is Europe, which is very strange. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if that's just the way the game's set up or what. But take this guy. I believe he was ice. No, we're going to leave him in Russia. He's the second Russia. That one's ice. Okay. Okay, so now we have... Well, he's already in Extra Liga, so I guess technically we got one in there. I don't really like that he's a B overall, but I guess we could always see maybe this guy. Okay, so I could swap him around. Yeah. We'll swap him to NLA, where he is an A overall instead of being a B overall, and we will swap NLA to Extra, where he is an A-. Alright, so scouts are done. Takes 1 day for the scouts to get to where they need to be, and then they can start scouting. So, do this again. I'll probably go into the trade deadline just to see. Let me do this, that way I quit getting trade offers. If trade offers bother you, like when you're trying to just sim through, just do exactly what I did. And you shouldn't really get any offers anymore. Hardly ever when I do that do I ever get an offer. If I do, it's for picks like, oh, trade me your second overall pick for my third and fourth, you know, stuff like that. Which rarely ever happens. You don't really see draft pick for draft pick trades from the computers. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get Shane Wright. I'm home alone right now, which is a very rare occasion, so that's why I'm recording, and I'm also boozing it up a little bit. Drink responsibly. I'm at home, I have no plans of going anywhere, so I'm gonna get a little toasty. I would never pay attention to that message. A lot of the times when it says it's a good year for rookies, yeah, maybe in the first round. Everything else is garbage afterwards. And I've also had it where it said it's a bad year, and then I end up drafting a bunch of really good guys in the later rounds. So I really wouldn't pay attention to that message ever. So we're 3-19-4. We're exactly on track for where I want us to be. Now, don't be surprised if I get boned and get screwed in the draft lottery. I've been literally last place in the NHL before and got stuck with like the 7th pick. I thought it's supposed to be the worst, the second worst, and the third worst all battle it out in that 3, but I've gotten worse than 3rd overall pick before, so I don't know if this is different in the video game than it is in real life. Maybe it is like that in real life, I don't know. The only thing I know is I'm a Leafs fan and they always lose in the first round, so we don't really worry about lottery picks. Besides, Toronto's very good at trading away their picks. At least they're not like Vegas, who trades away their prospects. I mean, I used to be a really big Vegas fan, too, because the first year I really got into hockey was their inaugural season. And so that whole season, I'm rooting for the Leafs, and I'm rooting for Vegas. Leafs get booted in the first round. Vegas makes it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals. I believe it was Game 6 when they got eliminated. And I was like, cool, now I got 2 teams that both do relatively well. One better than the other. And then Vegas goes and trades away Marc-Andre Fleury without even telling him. And he finds out on Twitter that he's been traded. Whether you want to believe the rumors... No, I don't want you. Whether or not you want to believe the rumors that it's because his agent was telling people he was going to retire if they traded him, so Vegas did that just to get him out and not worry about it, I don't know. Don't know if that's true or not. So, I'm not that much of a Vegas fan anymore. And, like, whenever they brought in Pacioretty, I was like, why? Dude's like 33 years old. You might get, what, maybe 3 more seasons out of him. He's not producing like he was. He still produces, but not like he was. He used to be a thorn in the Maple Leafs side. He would basically score in every game he played against the Maple Leafs. I think there was actually, he had some sort of record, like He scored 13 games in a row against the Maple Leafs when they played. Something crazy like that. So I was happy when Montreal traded him away because one less guy I got to worry about scoring on the Leafs. But yeah, Vegas, they rotate players way too quick. They play it like they play it just like it is franchise mode, and not a big fan of that. Plus, they got rid of Gerard Gallant, their head coach. I think that was a terrible move. Um, yeah, he did a lot for that team, and then they just get rid of him. I wasn't a fan, unless there was something going on that I don't know about, obviously. But I never heard any rumors or anything. So whatever it was, they kept it in house, hush hush. Maybe he just wanted a contract extension that was too expensive for their taste, and they got rid of him. I don't know. All I know is that we are last place in our division, which is exactly what I want. Of course. Now I can't even drink. Awesome. Just poured myself this big ass drink and I can't even drink it now. Because I gotta go fucking pick somebody up. Awesome. Let's see if any of my players have any good value. These are the guys I drafted. I'm not gonna... Ooh, look at that. I might be able to trade... See, this is what I'm talking about. Their value pops up. Before, these guys had no value. So, maybe I'll be able to fleece some teams to get their first overall picks. Alright. Arizona's probably going to be crap. I'm not trying to trade away too many guys because then I won't have enough players to play. Ooh. Are they going to do it? I might need to add someone else in. They might not take any trade even if I put all 5 guys in. Because that's about the top of my value there. Yeah, they ain't going to go for it. Let me get a first for next year. See if maybe I can get 2 firsts? I might be able to... Oh, no, hang on. Yeah, they got too many players. I might be able to get a first and a second. Maybe if I add in like 2 more guys. Dang it. See, look at that. Look at how much I got, what, at least 2.5 to 3 times the trade value that their first overall pick does, and they still won't take it. That's something that they added in last year. I'm not a fan. In, I think it was NHL 20, there was one draft where I had 30 out of 31 picks. First round picks, I should say. And now you can't do that anymore. They fixed it. It's kind of frustrating. Maybe I can get LA's first overall pick next year. Nope, because they got 47 contracts. I should have looked at that first. Get Minnesota's first round pick next year. Maybe I can get 2 first round picks from Minnesota. I highly doubt it, but we'll give it a shot. Yep, okay. First and a second. Nice. Alright. Alright, before I trade away too many guys, we'll just close out of the trade deadline and keep simming. Look at that. Sergei Bobrovsky on waivers, who makes $10 million a year and has 4 years left on his contract. I don't know what Florida was thinking signing him to that contract. They're never going to be able to get rid of him. I don't know how he ended up in Minnesota on this. Unless maybe Florida put him on waivers and Minnesota picked him up. That's insane, though. That contract, I laughed when I heard about that contract. Sergei Bobrovsky is not worth $10 million a year. He is nowhere near the caliber Carey Price was when he signed his contract. Take a peek at the draft class real quick. Alright, so no franchise players. So I don't really have to worry about getting the first. I'd like Shane Wright, but if I don't get the first overall pick, I'm not really that worried. Maybe I'll get lucky and get the 5th and the 3rd. I like elite defensemen. Because if you don't get elite defensemen, it's very, very hard to get good defensemen. A lot of the top 4 defensemen that I'll draft, sorry, excuse me, I got like the hiccups or something. Top 4 defensemen I'll draft, if they make it above 80 overall, that's a big if. Most of the time they top out at like 82, maybe 83, and you cannot win a Stanley Cup with a bunch of 82 and 83 overall defensemen. It ain't gonna work. You'll make it to the playoffs probably, maybe in a wild card spot, but unless you cheat in the playoffs and save scum as they call it, you ain't gonna win. I hardly ever save scum. Rarely ever do it. I mean, I used to do it all the time just so I could win the cup every year in a row, but I'm not really worried about that now. Let's check this out. This is what I used to do. I would go through under potential and I would scout everyone that's elite, scout their potentials to figure out what their actual potential is. That way you can weed out, that way you don't look at a guy and go, oh, he's a 2-bar elite, there's a great chance he's going to be an elite player. And then you draft him and it's like bottom 6 forward. I used to do that all the time. That's a little trick I would do. I don't really worry about that anymore. Most of the elite low guys are going to be in, like there's actually 2 in this draft so far. That's the only bad thing about elite lows. Their stats are terrible. I'm surprised he has a B- in shooting. Everything else is garbage. See? Garbage. But they end up being high overalls. And when I say high overalls, they might take a while to get there. Because most of the time when you draft the guys like that, they're going to start off in the 50s probably. But they will eventually make it into the 80s. Probably going to be low 80s, but they will be in the 80s. So we'll pin both those guys. Yeah. Alright, let's finish this season out. Okay. End of the season, 28, 45, and 9. Last place in the division, 65 points for us. Other last places, Penguins at 71, Ducks at 69, and the Coyotes at 69. I really wish I could have got that Coyotes pick. I didn't know they were going to end up last in their division. But we are officially last in the NHL. So, hopefully we get the first overall pick and we get Shane Wright. It's probably not going to end up like that. I think my other franchise mode, where I got the first overall pick 4 years in a row, was a fluke. But we'll see. I don't even think I got any of those teams' picks that ended up last. We'll take a peek here. Entire league. Whoops. Place. So we're dead last. Coyotes are right behind us. Ducks are right behind that. I got the Ducks pick, I think. And I think I got Pittsburgh's pick too. I got Seattle's pick, I believe. Islanders. Oh, wow, that's shocking. How do you go... How do you go from getting to the conference finals to being like, what is that, 6th or 7th last in the division or in the league? I don't know. Look at that. My top scorer, 37 points in 82 games. Granted, I traded away, 5 guys in the trade deadline. But, come on. That's exactly what I'm looking for right there. Alright, we're done with that. Advance the day so we can just sim right to the draft. Sim to draft. Right now, I'm currently drinking what is known as gummy bear shots. However, instead of just shots, I just poured it all in one glass, so it's basically a cocktail. And I'm chasing it with lemonade. And I also got a beer. So, I'm going to be useless in about 20 minutes. I'm not really worried about looking at the draft again. Tampa Bay, three-peats. See, look at that. The Islanders were 7th. They were 7th and they end up with the first overall pick. That is a load of garbage. I got a lot of good picks, don't get me wrong, but I'll probably trade to get Shane Wright, honestly. Even if I got to trade up like 3 first overall picks, why not? It's probably going to be better than the players I end up drafting with the later picks anyway. Save it real quick. That said Lucas Raymond of the Detroit Red Wings won the Calder Trophy in this. That's a good sign. Hopefully that... No. I'm also a Detroit fan because I am from Michigan, but I'm not a really big Detroit fan, obviously, because they blow right now. I think that instead of calling everyone up, they should have just, like, you know... Let's try that. You know what? Actually, instead of giving away those, try those 3. And another one. Come on. This is what I hate. It's so hard to get the first overall pick now. I'm probably going to have to trade away the second overall pick plus another pick, to be honest with you. Let's try that. Second overall. And the 32nd overall. Watch, I'm going to have to do multiple first round picks to get. At this point, is it even worth it for getting just one player? Probably not going to get Shane Wright, but that's okay. Give this a go. Alright, last thing I'm going to try. Second and fourth. Alright. Now it's the last thing I'm going to try. Second, fourth, and 7th. They don't take this? Okay, they took it. Alright, so we got Shane Wright. Every time I'd seen Shane Wright, he does really well. Now we're going to get a bunch of garbage players back here with all these picks. Alright, screw it. are garbage. You got an X Factor, I'll pick you. You're a top 6 forward. You're 71 overall, so you're probably not even going to make the NHL, but I guess I'll have an AHLer with a X Factor. If he's a top 9 forward in the first round, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, top 6 forward. 66 overall, though, probably not going to make the NHL. %90 of the players you draft are not going to make the NHL. Actually, let me rephrase that. 96% of the players you draft are not going to make the NHL. Probably even higher than that, honestly. Look at that. Elite speed, but his skating is an E. It's a joke. I don't know who sets up franchise, but they don't do a very good job. Love playing it, but I'll just take you. Hopefully end up elite. Yep, okay. 29. Sometimes you find some bangers in the late 20s, early 30s, but doesn't look like it this draft. Maybe this guy. Why not? He's a top 6 forward. 67 overall. I guess that's not terrible. By the time I actually sign him, he might be a 73, 74. Give him a couple seasons. He might top out at a 79. We'll just sign this guy. Why not? We got a bunch of picks in this draft. However, I think all but maybe 2 of them are going to end up in the AHL. Thinking here, this guy might end up being an elite. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. Forward. 62 overall, you're never going to make the NHL. Screw it. We'll pick you. 59th overall. Like I said, I got a lot of picks in this draft. Ooh, right there. This guy. We're taking you. And he's a top 9 with... Really? That makes no sense. I got top 6 guys that had worse stats. But that guy's all A's and B's and what, 2 C's, I think? And he's a top 9. It makes no sense. They need to figure this out. I love playing franchise mode, but stuff like that irks me. Come on, give me someone good. He's probably an elite guy, right? Let's find out. Oh, come on. Menu bugs. Yep, elite. So I've drafted 2 elite goalies in this draft. I drafted Tucker Tynan in the last draft, which is a starter. He might end up an 82 overall. The elite goalies this year are all over the place. I've drafted, in my other franchise, probably 6 or 7 elite goalies. And I've had one make it over 85 overall. The rest are like 82, 83, 84, and that's where they max out. I had one make it to a 90. And he's actually not even that good, because every game I played with him, like actually played the game, he was letting in stupid goals. Like he would rush out at the guy attacking, and then they would just snipe it around him. It's dumb. I don't need another goalie. He's got an X factor though, but oh well. Yeah. He's only a bottom 6 forward, but he'll make a good AHL player. I usually don't sign. What I do is I draft them. I wait the entire 3 seasons that you have before you have to sign them. And if they're not at least a 70 overall, I usually don't sign them. I'll try to trade them away before then. Unless I forget, then I'll just not sign them. Alright, I want to check something. We had the 2 elite guys pinned. I want to find out where they are. 134 and 173. Where are we at? 100th overall right now. Let's look at our picks and see what picks we got left. I might have to start taking them guys now. 100th, 111th, 133rd. Okay, so I can take one of them. I can pick a random guy right now. Then I gotta take both of those guys. Okay. It's so tough when you get down here, man. There's never any... It's a very rare occasion to find a good player in the 3rd round or later. Like, I might just take this guy because he's got a lot of Bs. Oh, he's actually an elite low. Okay, nice. So now we will take the other 2 elite lows that I have pinned. Oh, well that guy dropped to a top 6 forward. So I am not going to pick him. We'll pick, wait, 100 and... Okay, he might still be there on the next pick. We'll risk it for the biscuit and pick somebody else, maybe. If there is someone else worth picking. Lots of goalies. Oh, wait. He's 19 years old, though. He ain't going to be a very high overall. We'll move on. I would recommend, if you're drafting, steer clear of players that are 19 and over, because they're not going to have high overalls, and yeah. Not bad, but he's got a D in defense. Screw it. Oh, well. Oh, no, I didn't want to pick him. Alright, we'll just trade him away. I thought that was the elite guy. I didn't pay attention. That's the guy. Alright, we got one more pick in this draft. Probably not going to find anyone good. Yeah, we'll just take this guy. 59 overall, 7th D. Didn't expect anything better. Alright, draft is done. Go to Assign Scout. QMJHL. Was it this guy? Nope. Wait a minute. This guy. Okay. Sometimes I would always recommend drop the salary offered by 1 for your scout. 95% of the time they take it. Oops. The menu lag is still present, as you can tell. Man, I don't even want to re-sign these guys, but I have to because I probably barely have enough guys as it is to play a season. You have to have 26, I believe it is. Come on. The lag. This has been an issue since NHL 16, I believe, and they still haven't fixed it. I really hope the NHL gets someone else to start making their games, because, I mean, the amount of problems these games have is absolutely insane. The amount of problems that don't even get addressed is absolutely insane. The amount of time it takes them to fix stuff that they actually do fix is absolutely insane. But I mean, it don't matter. We're at an hour. No one's still sitting here watching this. All my words are falling on deaf ears. I bet you the video I uploaded this won't even get any views. If it does, they're gonna watch for 20 seconds and then turn it off. I don't even know why I still record. I hope somebody finds some joy out of my videos. Okay. Just about done here. wow. I've never had this many people reject their offers before. Then again, we did come dead last in the NHL, so... $9.25, you better take that because that's all I can offer you. Without switching you to a one-way contract. How many of them reject this one? 3? The menu lag. Come on. Four of them. I only seen 3, but no, not 3 years. We'll go 2.2 for you. Alright, we are going to have to put you... Shut up! I'm trying to record. 1.4 for you. 2.3 for you. 2.1 for you. Please just accept those contracts. Alright, we should be good. Yep, we're good. Shut up, dog. Shut up! Go lay down somewhere. I'm trying to record. Alright, let's see if there's any really high overall free agents that I can sign, that is. Only UFAs. Okay. We'll go 12.5. And then we need to look at adding... Wait, do we need to add one more scout? I can't remember. Wish you would quit twitching out so I can actually get there. We got 2 in Russia, 3 Nordic, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 2. So no, we don't need more scouts. Oh, my back is cracking like crazy. Alright. Alrighty, we are done with this season finally. It only took us 58 minutes and 44 seconds. So we are going to go ahead and end off here. I'm going to just sim to the next season after I do this. Because for some reason it thinks it knows what I want to trade away. I wish it would just force you to do it yourself, but EA doesn't think that far ahead. So, we're going to go ahead and end off here. I'll sim to the next season, and we'll pick right back up then. Oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. Proposed trade. Let's see if we can fleece Arizona. Give me all 5 of your first overall picks. Alright, we got 3 picks for him. Alright, so yep, that officially ends the season right there. Alright, we will pick back up in the next one. Until then, see you later, and thanks for watching. And if you'll give me just a second, I will run to the bathroom and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Oh wow, he went from a 77 to a 79. Alright. Season 22, 23. I'm also recording during this live stream, so if you hear me say something and then repeat it, that's why. Alrighty, hello and welcome back. We are in the 22-23 season. I'll show you my lines real quick whenever these menus stop being so damn buggy. Come on, there we go. Gotta hit one button 3 times for the menu to move, it's ridiculous. As you can see, all 76 plus overalls, topping out at 79. Goalies, about the same. We're trying to tank. Last season, we were last in the division, and we ended up with the 2nd overall pick. The 1st overall pick went to the New York Islanders, who actually finished 7th in the NHL. How they went from 7th to the 1st overall pick is frickin' beyond me, but oh well. This game sucks. We'll just blame it on that. Alright. We don't have anything to do with our scouts or nothing like that. They're already all set up. So we're just going to get right into simming the season. If you missed the previous episodes, I forgot to do my trade block. Why are they offering me when I don't even have anything on my trade block? Alright. If you missed the previous episodes, we're just trying to tank. That's all we're doing. Tank for the first few seasons, get a bunch of really good guys, sign them all, and then hopefully make the playoffs multiple years in a row. And win the cup, obviously. Like I said, my scouts are all set up. Coaches are too. I have owner's mode off because the budgets this year are absolutely screwed. Anyone that plays the budgets on this year is stupid. You can quote me on that. Alright. Starting off 3-3-1, we're doing better than I want to do. Hopefully we start doing worse. I have had it on this where I finished last in the NHL probably 5 or 6 seasons in a row and still got boned out of the first overall pick every year. So don't expect the first overall pick ever. If you get it, you're very lucky. I've gone as far as literally saving it at the end of the season and then save scumming it whenever it shows you what draft you're picking or what pick you're drafting at. So, like, you save it before the playoffs start. You don't make the playoffs, obviously. And it would tell you, like, okay, you got the second overall pick. Cool, second overall, nice. I would quit it out without saving, load up my save, come back in. That doesn't make a difference. You're still going to get whatever pick they gave you every time. So don't bother trying that. The luck won't change. I did it 5 times in a row one year and got the same pick every single time. So the only way that you can save scum and get a different overall pick is if you save it at the beginning of the season and sim the entire season through again. Which, at that point, you might as well just take whatever pick you got. Nice, there's an alarm going off outside. Sorry if you can hear that. You might as well take whatever pick you got and roll with it and then just hope you get a better pick next season. 11, 14, and 3. We're doing way too good here. We are second to last in the division. I don't know how. Okay, now we're in last place. There we go. $12, 24, and 4. We still have way too many wins. Way too many. How my team is winning games with knowing nobody being an 80 overall or higher, I don't know. Especially with my goalies being in like the 60s and 70s. Come on. We shouldn't be winning games like this. I wonder if I put it on Superstar if my guys would lose more games. I don't know. Never tried that. I usually sim it with it on All-Star. Right now I think it's on Pro. I don't do anything with the gameplay sliders. I bet you that would make my team suck more if I took all the gameplay sliders and turned them all the way down. We got 42 points right now. Probably pretty close to last place in the NHL. Probably ain't gonna matter though. We probably still ain't gonna get the first overall pick. Let's see if any of our low overall guys got good trade value. We'll try to get some picks out of them. Probably not. I think we got lucky last season. Oh, what do you know? 1, 2, 3. They're not doing good. Probably won't be able to. Oh yeah, we took all their picks last season. That's right. You know what we can do though? We can do this. We won't take their... We'll do it this way. Maybe we get lucky with these picks later on. Probably won't do this, but we'll try to take their last second overall pick too. Take it. Maybe we can get another pick. Take it. Nice. We'll do that. That's a trick when you trade to a buyer team. Take their later first overall picks because they're probably going to be crap by the time your picks come up. Ah, dang it. I didn't check their how many contracts. You got to check that too, how many contracts they have. Okay, the Oilers. They got it. We can get rid of some guys to them. You would have to put Anti-Sumella on waivers. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go through and we're going to find Anti-Sumella. Anti-Sumella, Anti-Sumella, Anti-Sumella. Where are you? Did I pass him? Okay, well... Maybe you'll take it now? Okay, they ain't gonna take it. Wait, how many contracts do you have? 48. Nope, can't do it. 45, might be able to do it. Come on, just take that one, I don't care. Just get rid of some of these guys. Alright, we're gonna close out of the trade deadline. Yes, come on game, let's go. I think honestly, I think franchise mode is 3 times slower than it was last year. Alright, let's keep simming. didn't even finish last in the division. Fucking great. Definitely not going to get first overall. Holy cow, come on, end the season. There we go. Sim to draft. We're going to get boned again. We're not going to get the first overall pick, I can already tell you. And I believe I have one more season before I have to start signing the guys that I've drafted. I haven't even looked at this draft class. Let's take a peek. Probably a franchise. Yep. 2 franchises. I forgot it's the Bedard draft. So if we end up with second, we're still good. I would really like to be able to sign both these guys, but there's no way. I should have traded some of my draft picks last year for picks this year, but it's a crapshoot. You never know. Damn. Bedard always ends up being a great player. The lowest overall I've ever seen him is 88. I believe in my other one, he's like a 91 or something like that. Oh, look at that. We got the first overall pick. So maybe I can... Oh, maybe I can actually... I think I only have 3 other first overall picks. So I probably won't be able to get the second pick as well. And I don't like trading away when I'm trying to tank. I don't like trading away my first overall picks, because you never know. So what we'll do is we'll... Oh, wait. Call a timeout. How much time did I give us? 7 minutes? Alright. We'll call one more. 12 minutes. That's more than enough. It ain't gonna take me 12 minutes to figure out that they aren't gonna give me their pick. However, we'll try it anyway. Oh, no, not that one. 7th, 14th, 29th. Take it. 7th, 14th, 29th, and 31st. Take it. Take it. Please take it. Thank you. Okay. Alright, so we get both franchise players in this draft. You're probably thinking, why don't you just draft the other guys? Ooh. Please stay elite medium. Top 6 forward, I knew it. That's alright. And to that I reply, who is walking up to my front door? Ah, Amazon. Okay. Top 4 defenseman, Fashawa. Wait, what was that? 64 overall? That is not good at all. He ain't gonna make the NHL. We'll take this guy. 60 overall. Definitely won't make the NHL. Oh, wait. Even though he's got a D in defense, we'll still take this guy. And, see, I got boned again. Really good shit for his skills, but ends up being a very low overall. That seems to happen a lot this year. I don't know I don't know. Don't know what to say about it. This guy might be an elite guy. You know what? Let's take a shot. 7th D. Boned again. Sometimes, whenever you see guys like that, they might end up turning into an elite. But it doesn't seem to happen as much as it did in previous games. Yeah. Getting boned on a lot of these picks in this draft. And it said it was going to be a good draft year. That's why I said in either this episode or the last, I can't remember which one. Never trust that statement when it tells you it's going to be a good draft or a bad draft, because it's a crapshoot. That's why people refer to draft picks as magic beans. You never know what you're going to get. Toronto, my favorite team, has a history of trading away draft picks that ended up being players that they could have really used. Players such as Tyler Seguin, players such as Dougie Hamilton, players such as, well, I guess technically they did draft Tuukka Rask, but then they traded him away. I mean, Toronto has a very bad history of doing stuff like that. Why I am a Leafs fan, you might ask, whenever I live in Michigan. All my buddies that got me into hockey that don't even play the game anymore are all Leaf fans because they're from Toronto. So by default, I became a Leafs fan. Been a Leafs fan ever since. And yeah, I feel dumb for it. I think we're going to get boned with this last pick, but oh well. We'll just take this guy. I don't feel like going through any more dudes. Alright. Go through the resign phase real quick. Great, I gotta do my coaches. This coach, alright, this year, coaches can lose their overalls if your team sucks, just to let you know. I don't know if anyone has not known that or haven't figured that out yet. This coach last season I showed you in the previous episodes was an A minus, I believe. Now he's a B. That's what happens whenever you tank. Your coaches will lose overall. He's still got good stats though, so I'm gonna reset. 1.6 million in your B overall. Oh well. All my coaches lost their overalls. That's what happens when you tank, but the only coach that stayed the same is this goalie coach. Try to get all these guys cheaper so I don't have to lose people. If they're in the low hundreds, usually, like this guy, I'm going to have to give him the 93,000 because every time I've tried to give guys that are asking for under 100,000 less money, they never take it. It's usually, if they're asking for more than 120,000, you might be able to get them to take a one bit less, but if it's under 120,000, they're not going to do it. Good news is we got 2 franchise players to look forward to in the future. Oh, I do have to sign those guys this year. Damn it. I thought I had one more season. We'll still suck, though, so it's okay. We'll probably be second to last in the division again, but maybe that's better because I ended up with the first overall pick, so we'll see. If they do want a contract, always start with what they're asking for. You used to be able to offer them less and they would take it, but if you went too far down, they would get pissed off about it and then they wouldn't want a contract, and then you would have to way overpay them. I made that mistake one year. I played as Toronto in my franchise, and Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner both wanted contract extensions. I offered them both like $400,000 less than what they were asking for, and the response was so crappy that I got back that when I went back into it, here, I'll show you. It says right there, extension, no or yes. They both had yes. They both wanted extensions. I offered them $400,000 less. That yes turned to a no, and then I had to offer them like, I think it was $600,000 more than what they were asking for to get them to sign back with me again. So, always be careful when you're doing that. I know he was a yes, but I offered him more money. I don't know why I don't ask. Don't ask, don't tell, just like the military. See these guys here? I'm not going to bother signing them. Normally I would sign them and then just try to trade them away, but you don't really get much. So, before I could take, let's see, what were they? That top four defenseman in previous years, even though he's only a 53 overall, since he's a top four defenseman, you could trade him for at least like a third round pick. Now I could sign this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy, trade them all to the same team, and I would be lucky if I got a 7th round pick for it. More than likely I could do that and try to trade them all for a 7th round pick, and it would say that the value is way too low and they don't want the offer. And you could go through every single team and try to do that, and they're all going to give you the same response. So I don't even bother signing them anymore. I just let them walk in free agency. Normally I would sign this guy because he's close to 70 overall, but yeah. If I'm lucky, all these coaches will resign. I think that was all 4 coaches. 2 scouts. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-sign like 5 dudes. Okay. Offer contract. If they say yes and they don't accept it, it's usually like they'll have a message. I skip through all the messages, but it's usually something like, I didn't like our place in the standings, I don't want to re-sign, so just offer them more money, they'll re-sign. If they're on 2-way contracts and they don't do that, you're going to have to, unless they're asking for like $700,000, you're going to have to switch it to a 1-way contract and offer them more than $1 million to get them to sign. Like, watch, I'll show you. This guy was 750. I'll offer him 925. He won't take it, probably. There's a chance he might, but I doubt it. Five scouts have re-signed. Oh, wow. Maybe he did take it. Nice. Usually that don't happen. Yep, he took it. Check and make sure all our scouts are re-signed. Okay, we're waiting on one. None of the other ones need contracts. Okay. Oh. Come on. Menu glitches. Okay, we're good. Sim to free agency. Yes, you screwed my trade block that I'm going to have to change. See if there's any really high overall guys we can flip for a couple first round picks. Okay. Always go to UFA. There's only one that's really worth. I could sign the 285s and the 384s and then trade them for maybe one first overall pick and one second overall pick, but that's a lot of work. So what I'll do is I'll just sign Tyson Berry. 12.45. He should take it. Don't have to mess with our coaches or our scouts. Okay, good. We'll fix our trade block so we don't get crap load of trades while we're trying to just sim to the next season. What are we sitting at? We're sitting at 31 minutes. That's not terrible. The last episode was damn near an hour. But then again, I had like 25 picks in the draft, so... Boom. Okay. Buyer. Buffalo wasn't doing too good. Maybe we'll see how many picks we can get from Buffalo. Tyson Berry. You used to be able to take these high overall guys, like Jack Eichel, for instance, and you could trade them one guy for 5 first overall picks. Can't really do that anymore. You're lucky if you get 2 or 3. So what we're going to do, we'll start with 5. And we'll work our way down. Not going to take it. Not going to take it. Not going to take this either, right? Alright, we got 2 out of them. Better than nothing. So we got a pick from them in this coming draft, in the following draft. Alright. We are all done with what we need to do. So we will go ahead and end off here, and we'll pick right back up in the next episode. So until then, see you later, and thanks for watching. Alrighty, hello and welcome back. We are in the 23-24 season. I'll show you my roster real quick. We had to sign a couple of these two dudes that we drafted in the first draft. Um, Other than that, everyone else is still, like, obviously, as you can tell, the 76, 77, 78 overalls. All the way around. We got 180 overall defensemen that started off at 77, I believe. And our two goalies. Okay. Not going to worry about captains and all that because my team ain't nothing. Don't have to worry about budgets and all that. I have that turned off. Don't got to worry about scouts or coaches right now. So we're just going to get right into simming the season out. I'm tanking as much as possible so that way we can get some good overall picks. And as usual, I have to... Nope. It was just one of them off trades. Okay. Oh, and 2 in the preseason. 0-3 in the preseason. Let's lose... Oh, well, I guess that ain't gonna happen now. I ain't even gonna say it. I was gonna say let's lose every game in the preseason, but... Damn near close. 1-6-0. 1-7-0, so we won one preseason game. Alright. Hopefully that's a good sign for how shitty we're gonna do this season. And we start the season off 2-0. Not a good sign. I'm sure it'll change and we'll do probably... I'm going to guess we're going to end in second to last in the division again. Hopefully. We're doing way better than I want to do, but hopefully we'll peter out a little bit. We only have 2 good players on our team, so I don't expect us to do that well. If we keep doing this good, I might have to trade away quite a few guys at the trade deadline. Alright, we dropped from 6th to 7th. That's a good sign. Now 7, 8, and 4. But we're back up in 6th place with the pity points. Yep, I know. 10, 13, and 4. Where are we? We're 8th in the division now. Right about where I figure we're going to finish at the end of the season. Why the Red Wings are still so bad whenever they have so many good players is beyond me. I tanked for the guys I wanted. I got Shane Wright. I got Connor Bedard. And whatever the other franchise's guy name was, I can't remember. Most of the franchise players are just random made-up guys. Apparently I don't think it's next year's draft. Or the draft after that. The draft after that is when Connor Bedard is supposed to be drafted. He's going to go first overall for sure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But the draft after Connor Bedard, which I believe is going to be the 24-25 draft, there's supposed to be some Russian kid that is absolutely insane. He's lighting it up over there in Russia right now. And he's projected to be the first overall pick in that draft. We'll see. Sometimes they peter out and they don't end up being like that. And because he's from Russia, he might not get drafted first overall. There's still that Russian factor in drafting. Like Kirill Kaprizov was drafted in the 5th round, and he's lighting it up for Minnesota right now. Just got the biggest NHL payday out of anyone that has played the less amount of games. Got $9 million a season for, I want to say, 5 or 7 seasons. And he's only played 56 NHL games. Or 55. I think he missed a game last season. It's insane. You never know with Russian players how they're going to end up. Because a lot of the guys that get signed as free agents from the KHL come over here and usually don't do a thing. Some guys come over and light it up. Some guys come over and are mediocre. For instance, let's put Artemi Panarin came over, lit it up. He's one of the best players in the NHL. I would put him as the high ranking. Then you got players like Ilya Mikheyev from Toronto. I would put him in the mid-range. He came over and he's decent. He's decent, don't get me wrong, but doesn't produce like he did over in the KHL. Then you got players like Mikko Lehtinen, Alexander Barabanov, who were very good in the KHL, point-per-game players, if not higher, come over here and don't do a damn thing in NHL. So, it's that Russian factor. You gotta watch out. We're back up to 7th in the division. Don't like it. Like to be way lower. Maybe if I fire my coaches, I'd be lower, but oh well. Alright, let's see if any of our 70 overalls are worth trading away. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yes. Let's go to Ottawa. They are last in our division right now. Maybe I can fleece them. I'm glad this still works. Signing the 70 overalls and then they end up getting a bunch of value. Maybe I can get their first and their second. They got too many people. Okay. Trade value. Okay, figured one guy would do it. Apparently they need 2 goalies to be maxed out. Take it. Yes. Okay. And then Detroit. Do we have any more? Trade value, flip it back up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're at 50 though. Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe Detroit will end up with the first overall pick. Who knows? Blam. And then we gotta add 3 of their lowest guys. 1, 2, 3. Take it. Okay, we need to add another dude in here. You. Which means we added 1 more over here. We're going to have to add 1 more over here as well. They might not do this, but we'll try it. Why not? If they don't take it, we'll go to another team. Yep, okay. La-di-da-di-da. New Jersey. We don't want their newest ones because they're a buyer right now. They're doing good. We'll try to take their last 3 picks. And we can't do that because they have 50 contracts. I didn't look at that. Is there any teams that don't have a lot of contracts? $46 for the Oilers, $46 for the Kings. No, they're doing good, so I don't want that pick. See if we can get them 3. Those 2. That 1. Okay, we can definitely get that 1 pick. See if we can add a second onto it. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna have to go with that. Alright. Alright, we'll end off on the trade deadline now. We got a couple picks out of it. Yes. Gotta push a button 3 times to get it to go through. It's frustrating. I might have to leave in an hour. Even more frustrating. All I want to do on my weekends after I get out of work is just sit here and play video games, but I can't hardly ever do that. Alright, we ended off... Show me our division. Okay, we're in last in the division, but we are nowhere near last in the NHL. We're probably 4th or 5th last in the NHL. So what we're going to do is hope and pray that we got the first overall pick again. I haven't even looked at the draft, so I don't know if there's a franchise player. Maybe we'll take a peek at that real quick. Nope, no franchise. Okay. So it doesn't really matter if we get the first overall pick or not. Knowing that there's not a franchise player, we probably will get the first overall pick. But, oh well. Let's sim to the draft here. Look at that, my favorite team won the NHL and the AHL. Nice. I don't know if that's ever happened before, where an NHL team wins the Stanley Cup and their AHL affiliate wins the Calder Cup at the same time. I don't know if that's ever happened before. Alright, so we got the 4th overall and the 7th overall pick. I don't care about retired players. Why did I hit that? Joe Pavelski was playing for the Leafs. That's interesting. Alright. What'd I say? We got the 4th and the 7th? 4th. Good, he's a defenseman. Alright, they both have the same exact skill ratings. They both have X factors. This one does not have any weaknesses. This one is teammate utilization. Not quite sure what that even means. This one's 17 years old. The other one's 18. This one's 5'10", 184. The other one's 6 foot, 191. Shutdown ability, great puck mover, heavy slap shot. Great puck mover, heavy, all the same stuff. So we'll just take the younger guy. We'll send to our 7th pick. See if there's any bangers around here. We might take that guy. Oh, actually, we might take this guy. Let's mark him so we don't accidentally take another dude. I don't think we have any good centers. Oh, we got Connor Bedard, that's right. The other guy I marked was a left winger. Could get another defenseman. Let's just go with this guy. If this guy was for a full elite medium, I would take him. This guy might end up being pretty good. He's already a 77 overall, yeah. We probably lucked out with him. We'll take this dude. 28th overall next. Six 6'5", 204 pounds. That's actually, he's pretty skinny for being 6'5". We'll probably take that 6'5" guy. Ooh, actually, we're going to take this dude. It says 7th D watch, he's going to be top 4. Yep. How did I know? Because I have played the absolute snot out of franchise mode. Last year I had about over 18 days played on NHL 21. I bet you 17 and a half days of that was all from franchise mode. Hardly played anything else. I play drop-ins occasionally last year, but I don't really have people I play with in CHL, or EASHL I should say. So I just play drop-ins by myself. I would love to get more guys that play this game. So if you play CHL and you want to play with me, drop your gamer tag and I'll play some games with you. If anyone even watches this far into the video, we're 19 minutes in basically. No one's probably watching this. Boom, we're taking this guy. Another defenseman. Don't even know what his overall is. We'll go back and check. Probably, I'm going to take a stab and I'm going to say 75. 71. Okay, I was close. I think I screwed up. I think I accidentally... Oh no, okay, we're good. Whew. Thought I skipped over a pick there. 3-star elite low. I bet you anything this guy ends up staying elite. Yes, okay. So he'll probably, even though he's a 64 elite low now, by the time I sign him, he's probably going to be in the mid-70s. Probably 3 seasons after that, he'll be in the NHL. we're going to take this guy because he's a gem and he's an elite. Like I said, even though he's a 63 overall by now, by the time I sign him, he'll be mid-70s, and he'll make the NHL about 2 or 3 seasons after I sign him. We'll sign this guy. Always take... Oh, I skipped out on an elite. I seen it right... Hopefully it's a goalie. No, it's a left winger. Even though the stats are garbage, I'm going to trade up to get this guy. Let's see. Hopefully... Maybe I can give them all 4 picks and they'll take it? Yes, okay. Anytime you get a chance to get an elite medium guy, always do it. Even if their skills are garbage, even if their stats are garbage, always take the elite mediums. They will always end up in the NHL, I guarantee you. I think out of all the franchise I've played, all the elite medium guys I've drafted, maybe 3 haven't made it to the NHL. And usually that's because by that time my entire roster was filled with guys at a minimum of 84 overall or higher. See, look at that. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I still picked 9 guys even though I traded away my last 4 picks. Alright, we'll go through the resign phase here. We got to do all our AHL coaches this season. He's not going to resign, I can already tell you that. I would have to offer him way more money. Forgot about the scouts. Dang it. Hopefully all our scouts are good to us. It's the only bad thing about not having the budgets on. You can't add more money, so if you get boned, we'll try it. It ain't gonna work, but we'll try. You should always try to sign them for less money. Never go under more than 1, because I've had it before where I've offered a scout. I went down 2, and then I couldn't even get him to re-sign when I offered him more money. So it's like they get offended. You gotta watch out for that. Luckily, most of my scouts are under 100,000 this year. I bet you 3/4 of them don't re-sign with what I offered them, but we'll see. If you only offer them 1 less, it's not like they're going to get offended, so they'll just say, yeah, I don't want that contract, and then you offer them what they were asking, and they'll take it. Look at that. He went from a 78 to an 84 in the 3 years it took me to sign him. My days of tanking are almost done. We'll offer him a little bit more money. We'll just offer these guys a little bit more to begin with. Hopefully they all sign right away, so I don't have to go back and redo it. Shane Wright, if you get the chance to draft Shane Wright, always do it. Because every year I've seen him sign, he wins the Calder. We'll see if the same happens this season for me. I've missed out on drafting him the past couple times because I've drafted franchise players instead of him. But we'll find out. Unless there was some other banger rookie that I missed out on this year. Or maybe because my team is tanking, he might not win the Calder, but we'll find out. Hopefully he wins the Calder. Alright, I'm getting into guys that... None of these dudes will make the NHL, but they're 70 overalls or better, so I'm signing them. We'll get rid of you. You gotta make sure whenever you do this, you sign the elite guys that are down here. Don't forget about them. Always check. You are a top 6 forward. I might get good trade value out of you still. We'll sign this guy. Alright, we should have a couple goalies to sign. How many goalies do I currently have? I wish it wouldn't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Tyler Gauthier, him. I think that's how you say his last name. Or Gauthier. I don't know. Anyways, he used to be really good. He would hit like low 80s before in previous seasons or in previous games when you draft him. This year I haven't seen him bust 80 at all. It's just like all the goalies that you find, unless they're an elite goalie, if they have all A's, the highest they'll go is like 79 overall. It's kind of ass backwards if you ask me, but I guess that's how they want their game to go. It seems like, yeah, I told you that guy wasn't going to sign. So I'll have to find a new AHL head coach. I guess I could just not re-sign him. Yeah, see that? Scout rejected my contract. Alright, so we had one guy not re-sign. I'm guessing it was a guy on a two-way contract. Oh, we had two guys not re-sign. Yeah, see? Two-way contract, I offered him $925. He didn't take it. He'll take that for sure. Yep, another two-way contract wouldn't sign. Just like I told you in the previous episode. Let all those guys go. Oh, no. Okay, release you. We got too many goalies, so... Buyout. It's going to cost me 100. I don't care. Offer contract. Offer contract. We got a couple seasons before those guys make it to the NHL. Actually, maybe the one elite, he was 78. He might be in the NHL this season. Go sign that one scout that rejected my contract. Where is he? Right here. Make sure, double check. Yep, okay. Advanced day. Yep, there's another rejection. Go check our contracts, make sure we got everyone signed, and all we have to worry about is scouts from this point on. I'm not going to offer that coach. Usually, I mean, I'd say half the time when a coach rejects your renewal, you can offer them more money and they might take it. Actually, I'd say less than half the time, unless you extremely overpay them. Like, let's see, he's asking for 566,000. I got 1.8 million left in budget space. I bet you if I offered him 800,000, he would resign. It ain't worth it though. We'll let him go and we'll just bump up all these coaches. We'll make the associate coach the head coach, assistant coach the associate coach, and the goalie coach the assistant coach. And then the staff chemistry will go up from moving everyone up. Another little trick. And then obviously all of my staff chemistry is really low right now. I want to make sure, okay, yeah, this guy's, he's still got all A's and B's. So once I get a good team, if I still have him as a coach, he'll start going back up. But he's going to probably keep going back down for now until my team starts doing good. I'm not really too worried about it though. My goalie coach retired, as you can see. I'm not worried about signing another one right now though. So go through here again, make sure, resign. You're only worth 79 grand, so that's good. Boom. And we're good. Sim to free agency. Okay. Coaching staff. AHL head coach. AHL associate coach. AHL assistant coach. Look at that. They went from, what was it at? I didn't even pay attention. I think it was 46%. Now we're up to 53%. So, granted, my AHL team is not very set up right now because I only have, I think, 36 contracts. Yep. So we're not really worried about that right now. Like I said, once our NHL team is playoff caliber, then we'll go through and start fixing our coaches and stuff. What am I doing? Look at that. He's already an 87 overall. And I just drafted him last season. Okay. So, let's look at the free agents, see if there's anyone we can flip right away. Normally in free agency, I would go through and sign everyone that I could. Like, I'm gonna sign... Well, let me go to UFA first. I'll probably sign all these guys. And then trade them away. I'll go to overall. Yeah, we'll do that. Bada bing, we'll go 11.5 for 7 years. I would love to keep Marner on my team, but I have this thing whenever I start a 30, or this year it's the 33rd team. Whenever I start my own team, I prefer to just sign guys and then trade them away right away, and then see the guys I draft actually become NHL caliber. Look at you, Verhage. Holy cow, man, you frickin' jumped. Taylor Hall, every time I actually sign him and keep him, he doesn't really do crap for putting up points. So I've learned, just trade him. I would have loved... Alright, this is what irks me. Boston got rid of Taylor Hall. He didn't have very much points, but they got rid of him for a second overall pick. And Toronto trades, I think, 3 picks, including a first. I think it was a first and 2 fourths to Columbus for Nick Foligno. And then Foligno ends up getting injured and doing nothing. And frickin' Taylor Hall goes to Boston and then turns his whole career around, basically. I really wish they would have went. I hope that Brendan Shanahan sat down Kyle Dubas and was like, look, you spent all this for this guy and he did nothing. And Buffalo got a second for Taylor Hall. I hope that conversation was had. All right, so definitely worth probably 3 or 4 first overall picks. Probably a first and a second, first and a second. I'm going to say those 3 are probably worth maybe 2 first overall picks. We'll add 1 more guy. Then we might get a couple more first overall picks. You know what, we'll add him too, just to be safe. Okay. Just for shits and giggles, let's look at the goalies. Shesterkin, 88 overall. Always ends up being good. I don't worry about signing goalies anymore unless I'm actually looking for a goalie, because all the ones I draft don't really end up being high overalls. We'll fix our trade block real quick. Why even have a trade block whenever I only have 36 contracts blows my mind, but it's the way the game is. Hopefully everyone I signed actually signs with me. Sometimes you can offer them more money, and they'll be like, well, I was going to sign with you because you offered me a nice contract, but this other team is better in the standings, so I sign with them. I've seen that a few times. I think we got them all. Let's double check. Yep, everyone we attempted to sign has signed. So, now, proposed trade. If Marner is gone from Toronto, Toronto's going to start sucking ass pretty soon. Conservative buyer, yeah. So what we'll do... Still got Wow, Matthews. Okay, they made him a franchise this year. That's frickin' perfect. 96 overall right now. Holy cow. What we're going to do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Overall, let's see if we can do that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Toronto's going to start sucking soon, so... Seattle wasn't doing very hot. I think they had the first overall pick. See if we can get all 5 picks for Marner. You know what? Let's do this. That's my guy. Granlund and Fiala. Dang it. Okay. Take it. Take it. Alright. No, quit twitching out on me. Wow, okay. Well, I'm not going to give him away for just 1 pick. least I'm going to do is 2 picks. Apparently that ain't going to work. Alright. Start there. We'll add one more 3rd rounder on. No, we'll go all 5. Rejected. Rejected. I'm gonna guess rejected. And I'm gonna guess rejected. Man, are you serious? This is why I put my trade difficulty on easy, because it is still, the past 2 years, they have made it so hard to trade for people. Alright, we'll just dump all the guys. I think this is the rest of the guys we picked. Magipani. Verhaeghe, Magipani. We got Fiala still. I know they're not going to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. You don't want to undersell and then... Alright, just take it. Okay, good. We'll trade away the last guy, which I believe is Fiala. We'll go to a buyer. We might be able to get a 1st round pick from a buyer. And since it's a buyer, we're going to go for the latest 1st round pick we can get. Might be able to get a 2nd or a 3rd out of this too. Take it. Yes, okay. Alright. So we're back at 36 contracts. We traded away everyone we signed. What do we got for this upcoming draft? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first overall picks in the upcoming draft. Not bad. Not bad. What about the year after that? We got 1, 2, 3 first overall picks in the year after that. 3 in the following year. 4 in the year after that. 3 in the year after that. And 3 in the year after that. Good. Alright, we are all done with this season. We will sim to the next, and we will end off here and pick back up in the next episode. So until then, see you later, and thanks for watching. Alrighty, hello and welcome back. We are in the 24-25 season here. We've signed a few of the high overall draft picks. Ooh, look at that. My top line has a +5 right now. Kind of surprising. Shane Wright from the last season was an 84 and has bounced up to an 87. So with the +5, that makes him, what, a 92 overall? Strombolopoulos is a 93 overall. Gunderson, whoever that is a 87 overall. Not bad. I had one season I played where I had the top 3 lines all were +5, and I've never seen it since. It's very hard to get. You have to have like the perfect coach setup. It's crazy. Alright. Defense is still trash. Thank God. We're still trying to tank. Goalies still trash. Well, for the most part, our one elite goalie is now in the NHL. He bounced up from a 78 to an 80. Don't expect much from him still. Gauthier bounced up from a 77 to a 78. Once again, I don't know if that's how you say his name or not. That's how I'm going to pronounce it. 78 at 23 ain't bad, but he ain't going to make it past an 80 overall. If he makes it past 79, I'll be surprised. Alright, we're not going to worry about coaches, captaincy or anything like that. We have nothing to do but to start simming. Let's get her done. I never checked to see if Shane Wright won the Calder or not. Forgot to do that last episode. Another thing I forgot to do was fix my franchise mode on my live stream. Yes, players are on waivers, I get it. Scouts are already good to go. Luckily, scouts don't retire that often, so you hardly ever have to replace them. Upload a thumbnail, my live stream thumbnail. NHL 22 franchise mode, save changes. Not going to look at the draft class yet because no one's really scouted. I don't usually check the draft class until around December if I even do check it. Most of the times I'll just wait till the end of the season. I used to go through and physically assign each scout and have them check out individual players, but it's not really worth it anymore in my opinion. It hasn't been in the past couple games, so I don't do it anymore. Starting off the season 6-2-1. We might be closer to the playoffs than I anticipated. We might hit playoffs in the next 2 seasons, it looks like. That is, once some of the defensemen that I've signed actually make it to the NHL. I haven't signed any top 5 defensemen in any drafts. It's all been forwards. That's how my picks have worked out. Actually, no. I think I signed... No, I didn't get either of them that year. I think I signed the franchise guys instead. So, what we're going to do, I guess, is just keep sucking it up until we get some good defensemen. I'm hoping that the elite goalies that I have, one is in the NHL as you've seen, the other one is in the AHL. Hopefully they both end up high 80s. With the way elite goalies have gone this year so far, I'll be lucky if they hit 84. But we'll find out. I gotta leave in about a half hour. So, this episode / live stream, I'm recording while I'm live streaming. This will probably be the last one I do today. The episode itself won't actually air for a couple weeks, probably. I'm on episode 5 right now. I've recorded 4 episodes in this live stream, I believe. Which means I've been live streaming for probably 3 hours. Alright, so my team is still sucking it up. That's good. Last place in the division, exactly what I wanted. I don't expect to win the Stanley Cup until probably 2030. Maybe 2032. We'll just keep stacking picks until then. In case you've missed the previous episodes, what I do is, I started off, I signed all like 76, 77 overalls, and that was my NHL team. Whenever you do that, whenever you get to the trade deadline, some of them actually have a lot of trade value because they put up good seasons. Even though they're low overalls, you can still trade them away for first round picks. So that's what I've been doing. I don't trade away the guys that are in the 80s unless I absolutely have to. I usually keep them. What the hell? Let's take a peek at it, see if there's a franchise guy. Nope. But the first 2 elites are gems, which means they're going to end up both very well. There's only 1 defenseman in the top 5 this year. Good stats. And he's got an X Factor. Maybe I'll pick him. Unless I get the top 2 overall picks, then I'll probably pick the center. If I get the first overall. All right. We're in February, still sucking it up. We're in 8th place now in the division. Still not too bad. I don't worry until I hit like 5th or 6th. That's when you know you're going to maybe top out at like 5th overall pick, 6th overall pick, 7th overall pick, somewhere in there. Occasionally you get lucky. Oh, look at that. I'm back at last place in the division. So don't got to worry about that anymore. Occasionally you get lucky and you might be 7th last in the NHL and get the first overall pick, as you've seen in one of the previous... If you watch the previous episodes. If you haven't, go back and watch them. It would really help me out and make me feel better. Make me feel like I'm actually recording stuff for people to watch. Almost to the trade deadline here. We'll see if any of our 70 overall guys are worth anything. There was, I think it was NHL 19. I signed a guy that was like 77 or 78 overall. And when it came to the trade deadline, his value was higher than some of the 90 overall guys. So I got 5 first overall picks for him. That don't happen very much anymore. Let's take a peek here. Not, no, 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 no. What are you? Oh, no. No, 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 no. Ooh, right there. See, 76 overall. He's probably worth the first overall pick. I bet you I can trade away a couple of these guys. As you see, I'm skipping over the young guys. Okay. I'll find a team that's sucking. I think I already have their first overall pick. Yes. Or maybe I don't and they traded it away. Let's see if we can get their first overall pick for next season. No, because they have too many players. Okay. Didn't take a peek at that. Always make sure you do that so you don't waste your time like I do. Boston's a seller. First and a third. Rejected. A first. Rejected. Okay, we'll move on. These are the only three guys I'm looking to trade away right now. Get a first and... Oh, no. I didn't pay attention to their contracts. Because I'm an idiot. I might have to trade them to Dallas. They had 45 contracts. They're a conservative seller and they're 34, 19, and 10. That makes no sense. Let's see. Maybe I can... Nope. Okay. Yep. Just because they have 3 open contracts doesn't mean it's going to be 3 skater contracts. It could be goalie contracts, so you got to watch out for that. It's probably going to be Dallas that I have to trade these guys to because they had the lowest amount of Oh, Vancouver. But they're a buyer. Maybe... They're not going to take that many picks, but... Alright, I might get a first and a second here. 2030. First and a second. Come on, take it. Take it. Ah! Okay. Oops. First and a second. That's still way more value. Let's see if we can get 2 firsts. I doubt it, but we'll try. Nope. First and a second? Probably not. First? Alright, we'll just do it. Okay, exit the trade deadline, finish out the season, get to the draft. Yes. You gotta press the button 3 times because the menus are so glitchy. It's insane. Alright. Back up to 8th in the division. We're flip-flopping with the Senators. Okay, now we're up to 7th. And now we're in 6th. Not what I wanted to see. Okay, back to 7th. Alright. Back to 6th. It's a fight. We are 4 points ahead of last place in the division. We might be closer to the playoffs than I thought. We might hit the playoffs in the next 2 seasons. Wasn't really hoping for that, but yeah, what happens, happens. We got a few good guys on our team now, so I was hoping with having crappy defense it wouldn't really matter, but it seems like the forwards are doing more work than I thought. Alright, it's probably going to be Shane Wright with the first place on our team. No, Strombolopoulos again. Once again with 2 less points than games played. This is the second year in a row he has had 80 points in 82 games. Advance the days. We didn't make the playoffs, so we can sim right to the draft. Sim to draft. Anaheim Ducks won the cup. Glad I didn't take their first overall pick. Hey, look at that. We got the first overall from Arizona. We get to take that center I was looking at. Ooh, and we got the 5th pick from our own pick, so we get to take that left D. Nice. We finally got a good defenseman in the draft. A couple more seasons like this, and we might actually have a Stanley Cup contender team. Not just a playoff team. Alright, so we're going to take this center. I'm pretty sure it's all A's, yep. Okay, good. Take you, sim options, sim to pick 5. Take the defenseman, and let's look at his stats first. Yep, we're good. There's another elite center. Oh, and he's got better ratings. We need a defenseman, though. We'll take him. Do we have any more first overall picks to where I can get that other center? Let's take a peek. Let's see if we can trade away. Probably ain't going to go for it, but we'll try it. You know what? We'll throw in the 24th, too. Okay. And we'll throw in the 38th. Okay. And we'll throw in the 71st. They ain't gonna take it, but we'll try it. Yeah. Alright. Never trade away picks in following drafts because you never know where it's gonna end up. We'll scroll through here. I think I already know the guy I'm gonna pick, but we'll scroll through and look at what they got to offer. Unknown. That doesn't help me out at all. Probably a top 4. Make sure there's no guys with all A's and B's. Where are you, 45? What are we picking at right now? Okay, so we'll definitely be able to get that guy later. So we will go with this guy first. And then we'll go to the 28th pick. Let me double check. I think I go to... I wish there was an easier way to check your picks without having to do this. Okay, 38th is my first second round pick. I believe that guy was 34. So we'll have to take him with our last first round pick. Let me go through and make sure. Oh, he's 45. Okay. So we're good. Let's take this guy, see what he is. 64. He ain't gonna make the NHL. Next, I want to drop down here to this 3 elite guy. He's not going to be elite. He's going to be a top 6 forward. However, I got to take the risk. Okay. Now we're at 38th. We're going to take that elite low, which was at 45. Right defenseman. 61 overall. Good. He should definitely make the NHL. 71st overall. Maybe we can find an elite goalie. Nope, we're going with this guy. All that stats, and he turns out to be a top 6, 62 overall. They got that so broken this year, I don't get it. He'll probably end up being a starter or backup. I ain't gonna waste my time. These 2 guys in a row are looking pretty nice. Let's mark him. Okay, the next guy was the other guy I was looking at. 2-star elite low. He's probably not going to end up elite. That guy's probably an elite. No, he's a starter. Okay, good. Not really seeing anyone worth 2 A's and 4 C's. But he's 20 years old. He'll end up being like a bottom 6 forward or something. Do I take the guy I marked, or do I risk it for the biscuit and hope this guy ends up being elite? He'll probably end up being a fringe starter. Yeah, let's just go with the guy that we marked. Top 6 forward. Top 9 forward. Yeah, but he's 66 overall. He might make the... Might make getting signed at least. I doubt he makes the NHL. AHL starter, he's going to turn into a backup, watch. Yep, backup. All them goalies that have all A's never, unless they're an elite, they never make it. They're always going to end up in the AHL because they won't make it past the 79 overall. Unless that is you want a 79 overall as your backup in the NHL. Which, if you're playing with the salary cap on, I can see. I never play with the salary cap on. Come on, there's got to be some good guy around here. We're in, what, the 4th round? Watch, back up. AHL starter. Alright, so he wasn't a backup, but he was actually a higher overall than the last guy. drafting another goalie. I got enough. What the hell? We'll just pick this guy. He's a bottom 6 forward. He's probably going to be in the 50s. Yep. Alright, draft is done. Sitting at 25 minutes. We drafted a lot of guys in this draft. Go to the resign phase. Good. No coaches are gone. Only got one guy to resign. One scout. Go to contracts. All expiring. Yeah, we're going to be closer to the playoffs than I'd like, but oh well. Normally I would just offer these guys some more money. Some more money so I don't have to mess with this again, but we're going to try to keep them down since we're starting to sign actual good players here. Try to keep our team salary down a bit. Normally the guys in the 70s, if you offer them like $150,000 more than they're asking, they'll usually take it. No, that's why. I thought for sure he was going to invite me, but apparently he's playing on the new gen consoles, and I don't have new gen yet. Even though there's 69s. Yeah, we're not going to sign them. We'll re-sign our goalies real quick. Oh, man, I gotta pee so bad. Let me go do that real fast. Okay, sorry about that, but I am back. Yeah, reject it. 2 for sure, probably more. 3, okay. We'll just put you at 2 mil. 1.625. 1.6. All the goalies took their contracts, so that's good to go. Advanced day. All 3 of them guys re-signed, so we are good to sim to free agency. Okay, we actually have one guy that is on an exempt contract, which is cool. Ooh, nice. Go by overall. We're just going to sign Aho and trade him away. I'm not going to mess with the 60s. What are you asking? 11.425. We'll go 12.5. That way we guarantee you sign with us. Take a peek at the goalies for shits and giggles. Markstrom. Nice. He's 35 years old and still an 87. Man, we have blown through this franchise mode so far. Already like 6 seasons in. No, we're 4 seasons in, 5 seasons in. No, yeah, 6. I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. Aho, yes, you want to sign with us. Thank you. Proposed trade. We got the first overall pick last year from Arizona. If I give them Aho, by the looks of it, they might make the playoffs. They got a lot of decent guys. What about their goalies? Oh, that's why they're not making the playoffs. Okay. You know what? Risk it for the biscuit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Da da da. Sebastian Aho. Okay. I probably could have thrown a second round in there and got him, but oh well. Alright, that is going to do it for this episode. We are going to sim to the next season. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, see you later, and thanks for watching. And that is going to do it for this live stream. I have to go now, so sometime eventually I will try to live stream again, do some more recording. Hopefully someone watches it. I did some pack videos and they really haven't got that many views, and usually pack videos get like 500 views on my channel, so we'll see. I think my channel's on a decline, but that's okay. I hardly ever pay attention to it anymore. Looks like we're gonna be strong next season. Oh, hang on, hold the phone. Yep. Hurry up and write. Come on, maybe I don't have to go. We'll see what this message says. Or she's just gonna not write me back. Yep, I gotta go. Alright, if you watch this and you made it this far through the live stream, I would give you money if I could. I appreciate it. It's not like this is hard work, but it is fun for me to do, so I'll probably keep doing it anytime I can. So until the next live stream, see you later, and thanks for watching.